Hello again, I am Bob, and welcome back to my American adventure here on American Truck Simulator. We are going to take another quick job today, see what we've got. So we hit Longview for the first time yesterday. And let's see, well, last episode, let's see what we get offered today. We want to look for jobs to either Beaumont or San Angelo, Del Rio, maybe Fort Stockton. Oh, there we go. Longview to Fort Stockton. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. What do we got? An all-terrain crane paying $400. That's driving a Volvo. We've also got a Peterbilt down here. This one is a high-value cargo, and that's pulling $351. Slightly less. That's an excavator as opposed to an all-terrain crane. We've done a few of these excessive load or oversized load jobs recently. Let's do this one, I think, the excavator. And it's a chance to ride in a truck we don't often spend a lot of time in as well. So, let's take a look. There we go. Let's get the lights on. No beacons on this one. Again, another job that prime candidate for beacons. All right. Oh, we have got a little bit of a dash in here. We've got let's pull our mirrors up. So let's take a quick look at our dash display. There we go, perfect. And we have an inboard navigation as well, which is quite nice, or onboard navigation in our dash. Okay, this can't be 75 miles an hour. Yeah, there we go. 30 mile an hour speed limit. That's a bit more realistic. We'll set cruise control at 25 while we're working our way out of the estate here. We go ahead and kill the high beams as well, just in case. And I'm glad I did, because we're instantly hitting some traffic that would be complaining bitterly about being blinded and dazzled. A lot of stop junctions. We're clear that way. Are we clear this way though? I can't see because of the bushes. Looks like we're clear. There we go. Another tight turn. This is getting a little excessive. There we go. And another couple of 90-degree turns coming up in a moment as well. And then onto the freeway. Where is this guy stopped? He's pretty much in the middle of no man's land here. I wonder if that is as a result of the realistic driving. Don't think I've ever seen someone just stop in the middle of a junction like this waiting for the lights. There he goes. Acceleration's not amazing, but it's not as bad as it was a couple of episodes ago when we had that really heavy bit of equipment on the back of our truck, and it took an eternity just to get up to 40, let alone anything above that. And we have a bit of a long drive ahead of us. Let's pull up the info panel and take a little look-see. So about 9.5 hours of driving to go, 570 odd miles. We are due for a rest in about 13.5 hours. So again, we should be able to get this done in one go. There's going to be a fair bit of nighttime driving. It's only 10:30, so I'm going to be driving through the night, it would seem. This should be a one-shot delivery. Give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room on the cruise control limit there, 72 out of 75. Seating position feels a little off compared to the previous truck, so I'm going to be wary of where we are in regards to lane width. This feels pretty central. Just don't want the back of the trailer to step out too much and cause problems for cars and vehicles on the inside lane. A little bit of roof driving, so we can do a little bit of stargazing as well. A little bit of cloud cover in the sky, nothing too aggressive. And are we going to get pulled over here for an inspection? Nope, we can bypass. You can see how much difference it makes in what we can see from inside the cab as opposed to sort of perched on the roof like that. So much more visibility up here, higher position, so much more of the screen is visible. I do actually quite enjoy driving from this viewpoint. It's just a lovely way to take in the world, but depending on the truck that we've got, sometimes it's not always possible. Sometimes we have a great big aero spoiler blocking our line of sight. See if we can be a little adventurous, shall we? See if we can drive like this. Just going to dip the speed down a touch. Where's my cruise control at? 63? 64? 65. There we go. Oh, no. More than I thought. Alright, let's go back in cab. 67. There we go, set it to 65. Oh, we have a nearby train, but we don't get to see it. Still have yet to see a really, really long train on this file. One of these days. I think there might be an increased chance of seeing one at night as well. When there's just generally less traffic on the roads, might increase the length of the trains. I don't know. Let's get back in cab. So I think I might have just drifted across slightly too much and caused that truck to have to lift substantially, and he's dropped a long way back now. At first I thought he was backing off because he was going to turn off, but he slotted in behind, and yeah, he'll no doubt catch us up at some point. And again, so it's just slightly different seating position in here, trying to visually line up the where I need to be in the center of the road. It's going to take a little getting used to in this truck. Oh, and there we go. We've got some rain. Let's get the wipers on. Off my speed a little bit round this corner. This looks like it's going to be one of those ones that starts off not too bad and gets a little bit tighter. There we go. We are merging. So a little bit of a miserable one weather-wise. It's not only dark because it's a nighttime drive, but a wet one as well. I don't really get the chance to see much on this one. Roadworks ahead. Let's start to slow down. Oh, is that it? It's just some bollards up on the centre. Okay, that's almost non-existent roadwork. Or maybe it's because of all the stuff that's happening to the right-hand side where they look like they're building a new bit of freeway. Whatever the case, lifting and going up this gradient has killed our speed pretty severely. This is just a regular flatbed, so we may well actually have a proper parking job to do at the end of this trip. Haven't had one of those for a little while. Looks like the rain is just about stopped. Yeah, so we'll turn our wipers off. I wonder if that blue truck coming up on my left is the same one I accidentally squeezed a while back. Might be. Probably isn't, but you never know. I'll have to watch back, I think, at some point and have a look. About 5 hours away, so sun will be up by the time we get there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the same truck. And he's backed off. Maybe he just doesn't have like the grunt up the hills. Not a problem for us. We're able to hold our speed pretty consistently. I don't see anything coming on the merge on the right, so let's switch lanes. So let's have a look. Yeah, 8.5, 8.75 hours till we need to rest. So we've got over 4 hours of wiggle room at the moment. It's very nice. Can actually get rid of that window completely. Forgot we had an onboard nav. Oh wow, I'm running out of fuel. Did they underfuel me? They must have done. Okay, I was not expecting that. I mean, we don't have to pay for the fuel, but I wasn't expecting to have to stop and top it up. God damn it, we just went past the rest area. Was there even fuel at there? Yeah, there was. Well, actually, no, it's back at the junction. No doubt there will be fuel ahead, but I didn't even think to take a look at the fuel gauge. Only getting about 4 miles to the gallon, so let's take some speed off the cruise control. Try and save a little bit of fuel. Yeah, we've only got about 100 miles left, 160 miles in terms of fuel. Has that improved our... Yes, it has, look. It's immediately improved our economy, our fuel economy, by driving slower. Not by as much as I would have liked. Now that we're on a permanent acceleration. Back to 4.2, but still better than it was. Looks like we are peeling off up ahead. Well, maybe not. No, straight ahead. Okay. You know what? We are going to turn off here so we can put some fuel into our truck. And it looks like we're not the only ones with a thirsty truck. I didn't realise those first few pumps weren't active. Please tell me I can straighten up through here without hitting anything. Oh wow, we've got another truck pulling up next to us as well. That's kind of cool to actually see other trucks using these services a bit more. There we go. That'll do. Let's take... We made it. How do we get out? This way. Don't need to rest. Nope, this is not the way out. Bugger. Should have followed the other truck. This is just an extension of the rest area. That's the way out. That's what I was worried about. That's why I hit the brakes. Alright, back en route. Can't quite squeeze through there. One too many cars in front of us. Sun is coming up earlier than I thought. Unless it's just earlier than I thought it was. Yeah, it's 5:30, look. Okay. Didn't think it was that early. It's a lovely sunrise behind us. We're only going to see it in the mirrors, unfortunately. This guy's going to let me out. he is just. Thank you. Lighting behind us. I kind of want to get a risky photo of this. Ooh. Alright, why are we stopped? Someone hit this guy? Has he broken down? Is it just a queue in front and someone's backed up into him? I think something's blocking traffic. Let's see if we can he's letting us out. Thank you very much. We will now return the favour. Come on, you can start moving, guys. The way is clear. Oh, is that trailer disconnect? What is going on with that trailer? Yeah, I don't think we can help. Tried to block the traffic to let them through, and he's just parked up. Okay, well, at least we tried. Trying to do the good trucker thing. Oh, look at that sun in the mirrors. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Traffic is moving again now that we've pulled far enough away from that junction. Still 2 hours away. 120 odd miles to go. Couldn't quite make it. Kirky. An oil derrick going in the background there. Right, speed's down to 55 now, so we'll need to readjust. Well, I say that, it's about to go back up to 70. Never mind. Well, I'll try and get in the habit of using the parking brake now. That's the next thing I need to drill into myself to remember to use it. To try and ramp up the realism gradually throughout this series. Slowing down. We've got a lane closure, or yeah, we're merging. So one thing I have noticed so far since I put the realistic driving mod on, and again I'm not sure if it's the mod or if it's some changes to general behavior with the 1.55 update, is that whenever we go to single lane traffic, they do not tend to go up to the speed limit. They tend to drop slow quite quickly and sit quite a long way below it. We had a 75-mile-an-hour speed limit there, and we were doing 45. like we're going back to single lane. Let's see if the traffic does the same thing here. But it depends on what the speed limit is, I suppose. .75. So let's see if we can catch up doing 65. Might not actually. I don't. It just seems a bit weird. Some of the speed decisions that the traffic's making. Yeah, that traffic's going at full speed by the look of it. Nice little rest area there. Suitable for pretty much anything. We have arrived at Fort Stockton. Which means we are almost at our destination. It's traffic. So awkward not being able to actually rotate the view very easily on the wheel. Mouse is far too sensitive as well, which the camera just goes all over the place every time I touch the mouse. .25 minutes, 22 miles. Okay. Some of our overhead's gone down to just 2.5 hours of spare travel time now. Part of that's down to just speed management. Part of it is down to stopping for fuel. Here we go. Have we got a good sized train here? Yes, we have. We finally get a more normal sized train, as it's supposed to be. There we go. This is the kind of thing I've been wanting. A proper length train like this. Just adds to the realism. This is a bit of a weird junction. We are going straight over. We could be sat here for a little while waiting for all the different light configurations to go through. Actually, no, we're next, aren't we? Damn it, I just turned off the engine instead of the parking brake. Whoops. There we go. We are off and running. Didn't think I was holding the button long enough to turn the engine off. Apparently I was. Might have to rethink where the parking brake is located on the wheel now. See if it happens again. Oh, wow. We actually started yawning before we got there. Didn't think that would be an issue. Miles. We're almost there. There it is, just up ahead on the right hand side. See if we do get a tricky parking job. Tight entrance. It's a very tight entrance. I call this a flatbed. It's not. It's a low loader, isn't it? Let's have a look. So once it backed up in there. Okay, that could be a little tricky. Let's try just looping around here. That's where they want it. Need to clear those pipes. Oh, just punch my microphone there. I'm not sure. Let's straighten her up a bit. Let's look out the window. Yeah, I don't think we would have made it. Yeah, we are not going to make that. I think I probably tried to approach it too much of an angle. There we go. Quit you yawning. We're almost there. Yeah, this is a better angle of attack. Did it slightly. There we go, proper job. So, nice little bit of extra cash. High value cargo, long value, or long distance, a proficiency bonus as well. A good chunk of XP, over 900 XP. So that's a good chunk of the way to the next level. And how much cash are we up to now? Closing in on 4 grand. That's that was a pretty fun job. I actually quite enjoyed that drive. It was much more enjoyable than the over-the-top slow job that we had to do a couple of episodes ago. Let's see what we get next time out. We do still need to do just a couple more of these, but we are getting ever closer to owning our own truck and setting our own rules. But yeah, a little way to go yet. Until then, though, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more of my American Adventure and American Truck Simulator very soon.